right, Appo. All right, Appy. Are you ready, Freddy? Are you ready, Freddy? Well, hey there, everyone. It's Anthony. Back with another video here on Single and Placing. Hi. Hope you're having a fantastic day, weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight, all of that good stuff. We're out here for a little around the town jaunt. This will be a responding to your comments vlog, but I am going to give some life update stuff too, so it's a little bit of a combo, but I'm hoping that it leans more towards the responding to your comments side. We'll see as far as time. I may have to just call it a catching up vlog. We'll see. I'm going to try to get through it. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Having a good day, weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight, all of that good stuff. Make sure to leave in the comments how things are going for you. But yeah, we're just out here, gonna go for a stroll, get Apollo out for his potty walk, and it's a cool, crisp, late afternoon, evening. I just got done with work. Yeah, and we're just out here hanging out. It's right on the cusp of me potentially needing to have brought my actual coat. I just have a hoodie on today, and it's right on the cusp of me like kind of wanting a thin glove, but I think I'm just being a baby. So I'm gonna power through. Voice is a little off. I think I mentioned it in my last vlog, which is actually processing right now at the time of filming this. Today is the 6th of February, Thursday. My last vlog is processing, so that hopefully will go up tonight. It's a long one. It's a responding to your comments vlog. And it's a long one, so we'll see if it actually fully processes tonight. It might end up going up on Friday. We'll see, but you should have seen it regardless before this goes up. I mentioned that my roommate, Joe, came home from his ski trip on Sunday sick. He was like, I'm not feeling good. I was like, away with you. Stay far away from me. And so he has been home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today sick. He got hit with something gnarly. And so he's been off work, and I don't even know if he's going into the office, or he doesn't work in an office, he works in the construction, going onto the job site tomorrow. He said he's feeling better. He still has kind of a little cough with him, but his energy levels seem to be much higher today. But yesterday, I started feeling a little scratchy throat, a little feverish, just a little like I was getting sick. And I think I am. I think he did get me sick, but whatever I have is, at least today, at the time of filming this, a much milder version. My throat's not sore. It's just a little, froggy. And I've had a very mild cough. Yesterday, I definitely felt feverish, a little clammy, a little hot, a little tired. I actually don't have those symptoms today. So I think because I had that flu, this is what I'm hoping. We'll see. Tomorrow I might be completely down for the count. But because I had that flu a few weeks ago, I don't know if his sickness has hit me quite as hard. His girlfriend, Maddie, said that she's also feeling slightly under the weather, but she doesn't have it nearly as bad. She just said she was kind of feeling kind of icky. But he's been, on Tuesday and yesterday, he was like, I really should be eating something. I haven't really been eating anything. And so he's just having a rough go of it. He seems better, getting better today. Apollo, I don't know what that is, but you don't need to eat it. So anyway, so I might sound a little but I'm okay. I'm feeling okay. Energy levels are fine. But today was supposed to be an in-office day at work. But my boss, when I told her that I was not feeling well yesterday, she's like, do not come in tomorrow. We're not getting sick. And I was like, I'm not like on death's door. I can come into work and I can wear a mask, and she's like, no, you're working from home tomorrow. I was like, okay, which was kind of a bummer because we had a pretty major position that I'm filling. They had their interviews, the last interviews today. Okay, you spread your scent enough. You did it. They had their last round of interviews today, and so we usually do a debrief with our interview panelists, HR does. And so I usually sit in on those, and I was really looking forward to being in person for that conversation. So I had to do it remotely today, which I was kind of bummed about. And I know the hiring manager had the expectation that I would be in person, but I told him yesterday, I was like, hey, oh, hold on, potty break. So I talked to him yesterday. I was like, hey, feeling a little under the weather. I'm going to keep an eye on it, but the policy is to stay home. I'm so sorry. And I know that he was probably like annoyed at the least that I was not going to be in person, but just kind of trying to keep everybody healthy, I guess. I woke up this morning and was like, I really want to go in, but I know that I would have just been sent home once people heard me coughing and hacking up stuff. So, and I have been treating, as soon as I heard that my roommate was sick on Sunday, on Monday, I started taking some Zicam and Emergency mixed with some liquid IV and Sudafed to try to stay ahead of it. So I think that's probably also what might have been helping me not get as knocked down as Joe currently is or has been this week. So we'll see. I'm going to keep an eye on it. But my throat doesn't hurt, so I think I should be okay talking if you're fine with a little frogginess. So, yeah, that's been going on. The other thing that has been, that Joe being home and sick has been impeding is my desire to film videos, because he is laid up on the couch most of the time. Okay, Apollo, come on. And I have things I want to film, but I don't like filming in front of people. Even if he's up in his room, it just feels weird. So my intention on filming a whip and chat kind of has been delayed. I have a finish of Warm Witch by Ivy Dollamore and Diamond Art Club that's sitting on the dining room table waiting to be filmed. Haven't done it. And I have 3 kits that I'd like to film unboxings of that I haven't filmed yet either. I technically have 4 kits. I think it's called Flamingo Paradise. Island something from Color Out of Place. And then In Your Memory by Yume Art and Diamond Art Club. Those all 3 are from Diamond Art Club. Waiting, and then I have Apotheosis of the Slavs from Jaded Gem Shop to finish filming that unboxing. So I'd like to get those all done. I usually try to do those if I have a work from home day on my lunch breaks throughout the week, but I just haven't been wanting to because there's people in the house. So I'm gonna try. If Joe goes into work tomorrow, I'll do them on my lunch break tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll just buckle and film them in my room because I really want to get into those kits and see. So I'll do them from my room. Who knows? I might even do that tonight because I really want to get into those kits. So we'll see. But yeah, I figured I would keep doing some responding to your comments, or another responding to your comments vlog, since I don't have the ability to film from home, or at least I'm not comfortable. It's so funny because I used to not have that problem when I was living with Jeff, but I don't know, for whatever reason in this house, I'm less motivated to do it. I think it's mainly because usually when my roommates are home, they're in the living room, which is connected to the dining room, whereas before I had my whole setup in my office. And I could just shut the door and film in there. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm like more reserved about filming with these roommates than I was with Jeff. I don't think it's that I was less comfortable around him. I don't know. Let's go this way since we've got some doggos coming that way, and then we'll circle back around to the park. How about that? You follow me. So yeah, we'll see. And then, yeah, as far as other diamond painting stuff goes, so I finished Warm Witch. And then I have been working on Train to Tokyo now, because my hope is to get that done this month. I'm one section away of finishing another row across the top. So I did 2 rows along the bottom. Then I did a vertical column coming up the right-hand side. And now I'm one section away of doing the top row. So now I'll come down the left and start doing my spiral towards the center. I kind of roughly mapped it out. I have approximately 26 or 27 sections, 10 by 10 sections to do, and it'll be done. So as long as I'm able to do, I'd like to average 2 sections a day, then I should be able to get that done in the next 2 weeks. But main goal is by the end of the month. So we'll see. There's lots of confetti and line blocking in this kit. I'm luckily in some area. Oh, I luckily just finished a few areas in the sky at the top that have some color blocking, so they went fast. But yeah, and just as before, I'm not letting the gapping break me down mentally. There was, I think 2 sections ago, where it was a lot of blue sky, a lot of color blocking, which is the first time I've gotten to some big chunks of color blocking in this kit, where I was like, uh-oh, this sky might be what breaks me on this kit, because the gapping is pretty apparent. So I was like, uh-oh, this might be the section that does me in, makes me decide I don't want to finish this, but I pushed through, I persevered, and I was like, I think I can still do this. So I may be tested again, but the further along I get into it, the less likely I'll probably be to say I'm done, because I'll be like, I'm already 60%, I'm already 70% done. Why would I stop now? And the light pink and ivory color blocking in the sky, I won't get to that until I'm probably 80% or more complete. So by that time, I'm just gonna do it even if I'm not loving it. So we'll see. But it's fine. It's honestly, for those that aren't particular about gapping, it's fine. And for those that are willing to overlook that in support of Dreamer Designs, it's fine. But I don't have any particular alliance or particular fondness for any one shop, in terms of like, I'll overlook, significant quality issues just because I want to keep saying how much I love them. That's not me. So if it was that egregious, where I was like, I simply can't do this, I wouldn't push through it just because it's a Dreamer Designs canvas, I'd be straight up with you guys. So it's not that bad, but it is bad. There's a lot of gapping. I was taking a look at some of the sections I finished, because sometimes when I'm diamond painting and listening to an audiobook or a YouTube series or whatever, I completely zone out. And even if I've kind of learned with this kit to just put the drills down. Just put the drills down. If they're a little gappy or cockeyed, there's really no amount of fussing or fidgeting or straightening of the drills that's going to really alleviate it. So I just have to close that part of my mind off and just diamond paint. So I do find myself zoning out more on this kit more often because I'm just like actively just kind of tuning out and listening to my audiobook or whatever I'm listening to. So I don't even really notice which sections have more gapping or what areas have more gapping than others until I'm done for the night and I go and take a look and I'm like, yikes. Some of these areas are pretty rough looking. And I'm not, and I've said this a bajillion times, I am not a very cleanly diamond painter. I'm good enough. I'm not like just putting drills all over the place. Like, looks good. But I do rely on the tightness of the drill field and the consistency of the drill size to do a little bit of the lifting for me. I'll be completely honest. I do need those drills to be up against each other and kind of straightening themselves out a little bit to make up for my own personal deficiencies as a crafter. So I guess if you might be better attuned to Dreamer Designs canvases, if you are more of a cleanly diamond painter and a very straight placer, or you single place everything, you might do better. I don't know, but working on this after Wizard Spell has been done and coming back to this, I'm like, oh, this canvas makes me look like I am a horrible placer, because there's certain drills that are like a little off to one side. But again, I've just learned I could sit here for hours playing with this and trying to straighten and fuss, but it's, I push those drills together, it's going to cause a gap on the other side. I move those drills down, now I have an even bigger gap. There's no way to win the straightening of drills game with Train to Tokyo, at least the version I have. And then I had also mentioned in my previous video that there's an Ivan Valikovic that's been sold out. Or I'm sorry, it's not sold out, it's in stock, but it says its original release date was in I want to say, I can't even remember what year, if it was 2024, 2023, or even 2022, but the month was certainly prior to October of 2024. So I know that much at least. So I decided not to buy it because I'm worried that the drills are going to be of this quality and the drill field won't have been updated. But then I kind of came to the realization of Anthony, maybe it's a restock, because those sites don't tell you when it was restocked. It tells you when the original artwork or product was released, not necessarily when it's been restocked last. So there's a chance that even though the date on the Dreamer Designs website says 2022, 2023, early 2024, there is a chance that maybe you are getting the new run of kits because it's been restocked, but I don't know that. So that's just a gamble. So I think I'm just not going to gamble, even though I really want those kits, unless I specifically see it pop up on was once out of stock, but is now back in stock. So I just have to make sure that any out of stock kits that are pre-October 2024 to add them to my Dreamer Designs wish list. That way I know when it restocks that I am getting the most recent version. So that's kind of the only way to track it. It would be nice if shops did list this image was released, or this kit was released on August 2021. Most recent restock was December 2024 or something like that. That would be nice, because that would at least let you know which version of product you're getting in that batch, especially if they've made significant changes, which Dreamer Designs has said that they have done. So that would be helpful, but I'm just going to use the wish list as my way to denote which version I'm getting for now. So yeah. So if I do want that kit, I'm going to wait for it to sell out, then place it on my wish list. And then when it comes back, I'll know that I do have the updated version. So anyway, but yeah, plans as far as diamond paintings haven't changed, like what I'm going to work on next. So I'm going to finish Train to Tokyo, and then you want to get down? Come on. Good boy. Finish Train to Tokyo, then bring out Cresting by Iterations Crafts and the Creativity Squirrel, and that'll be my March and April square drill whip to try to get done. Yeah, and we'll take it from there. So I currently do not have a round drill whip because Warm Witch is finished. So I'm gonna probably ponder that tonight. I haven't decided if I want to either kit up my Dragon Challenge, Dueling Dragons project, which is actually 2 kits, kit those up and order the drills, or if I want to just jump into Moon Girlfriend from Ivy Dollamore and Diamond Art Club, because that's already kitted up, and just see what enhancements I have in my stash that I can use from the kitchen sink. I guess it's the reference of kitchen sink is everything and the kitchen sink, but I'm using it as though the kitchen sink is holding all the things. I don't know, but you know what I mean. I'm going into my Barney bag to see what I have in my stash and try to dress that up and maybe just get started on that. Mainly because I'm just not feeling super in the mood to buy enhancement drills right now. I'm like, let me see if I can give myself another few weeks or even a month before I'm buying from DP with sparklers, because I know that purchase is going to set me back. But we'll see. I don't know. You let me know what you'd rather see, just out of curiosity. I will do what my mind decides I should do, but would you rather see the Dueling Dragons projects get started, which is Dragon Spirit by Margaret Morales and Diamond Art Club, as well as Guardian of the Realm from Dreamer Designs and Michael David Ward? Would you rather see those 2 kits become whips, or are you cool with Moon Girlfriend being the next one? I honestly could go either way. It's really just a matter of, do I want to spend the money now or later? So, yeah. Oh, speaking of money, oh my gosh. Life stuff. So, I have had this super slow leak in the rear passenger side tire on my car. Super slow meaning like once every few weeks I'd have to go and put some air in it because it was very slowly leaking. And I was like, I will, the tread on it is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I will ride this wave until I have the money put together to get all new tires. Usually I get tires 2 at a time and rotate the ones from the back to the front, because I'm always bad about rotating my tires. So the ones in the back, because I have a front wheel drive car, almost always wear down faster than the front. So usually what I do is I buy 2 new tires, have the ones with the decent tread from the back put on the front, and then get 2 new back tires. That way it's not such a big hit to the bank when I need tires. And that's usually how I do things. But the 2 tires that I had in front definitely needed to be changed or replaced. I knew that. But I couldn't do my normal 2 tire swap because the one in the back was the one with the leak. And so I put some air into my tire when last time I went up to go see mat because it just needed it. And I think I overfilled it and maybe increased what little hole was there or whatever leak, because I went to Matt's, and by the time I left Matt's and came home, it had already lost like 5-6 psi, and I was like, that's not a good sign. And I was like, maybe it's just because the temperature change was so drastic that night. I don't know. But regardless, I didn't have to go back into the office until today, technically. So I drove it on, I believe, Monday and Tuesday. Looked right about the same. Maybe I had lost another 1 or 2. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to have to put air into it a little bit more frequently until I can, get new tires. But in the back of my head, I'm like, this is probably a sign I just need to do this. But I was really not looking forward to having to get all 4 replaced. Well, I went out yesterday to grab something out of my car. I hadn't seen my car, since I had come back from taking Apollo on a walk on Tuesday. And the tire was completely flat. And I was like, no! I was like, something in the back of my mind knew this was going to happen, just because it was losing, pressure faster than it had been. And I kind of went back and forth on what to do. This is already when I was, had told my boss I was feeling ill. So I kind of already knew that I wasn't going to come in today. And then payday's tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, I guess I can let this hang until Friday, and then at least it won't feel like such a big hit because I'll have just gotten paid, so the numbers won't be as drastic. Because I looked it up, I have gotten used tires before, which has gone with moderate success, but I like having another potty break, hold on. One thing with going to like the used tire shop, yes, it's more affordable than getting the new ones, but sometimes they're mismatched, at least the place I go to, and B, they don't offer any sort of protection over those tires. The one that had the leak was one of the used tires that I got last summer, but they don't offer any sort of patch repair service or any sort of warranty or anything. It's just kind of a, mom and pop kind of situation. So I like having the new tires because you do get that peace of mind of the place that I go to. If you run over a nail or something happens to the tire that isn't wear and tear related within, I think they say 3 years, as long as there is more than a certain percentage of tread left on the tire, then they will replace the tire for free. In addition to that, any patchwork that they need to do or anything like that, and rotations and all of that stuff are completely free for the life of the tire. And I think these ones were rated at 60,000, maybe 65,000. So regardless of where the tread's at, as long as you're within that mileage from the time they put the tires on, you can go get rotations, patches, whatever, aside from a full replacement for the entire life of the tire, even if it's outside of the 3 years. So I like that. It was only an extra $80 to put the warranty, the protection on all 4 of the tires. But the tires themselves were, with the installation and everything, just under $1,100. So even though it would have felt like a softer blow if I had waited till tomorrow, I just wanted it done. I'm the type of person, like, when something goes wrong, I just want it fixed. I want it handled. So even waiting the 2 days, even though it wouldn't change anything because I'm not leaving the house, I don't need to drive technically, although we did drive yesterday. I took Apollo to the open space yesterday, once I got my car back. But even waiting the 2 days. I was like, I just want it done. So I called them. I bought the tires online, called them, booked my appointment, or I booked the appointment online, called them to let them know that I was going to have it towed. And luckily, my insurance comes with roadside assistance, and they'll tow your vehicle a certain distance. And the tire shop was only like, I think it's like 4 miles from the house. So they came and picked it up, towed it to the tire shop. They put the new tires on it in like an hour, did an alignment, got the new tires on there. Then I asked Joe if he would take me to the tire shop, and he's like, let me take a nap for an hour, and then I'll let you know. He looked awful. He's looking better today, like I said, but he looked awful. So he was asleep by the time they said the tires, my car was ready. So I decided not to bother him, and I just got a lift to the tire shop and picked up my car. So that's gonna sting, especially since I'm trying to get all this vacation stuff planned. Oh, are you gonna stop? Especially since I'm trying to get all this vacation stuff set up. It's gonna sting, but it'll be okay. And I just have to keep reminding myself, you needed them anyway. You were in need of at least 2 tires. You had to get 4, but that's okay. And with that protection plan, I won't have to worry about it for a long time, hopefully. I don't drive nearly as much as I used to. When I got the front tires, for sure. When I got those, I was still doing DoorDash and Uber and Lyft and all that stuff. So I don't have a side gig where I drive my vehicle. I used to work at a company where I had to be in office every day. So I was commuting every day a much farther distance than I currently commute. Now I only technically need to commute twice a week. So I'm thinking that these are going to last a good long while. Just going from trying to put it off until I felt more comfortable with funds to just getting it done in a day was like, oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. But it'll be okay. I'll survive, I suppose. So anyway, it's another reason why maybe buying $100 some odd worth of enhancement drills for 2 round kits isn't the best move right now. So yeah. It's kind of where my head's at. And I'd rather get new kits right now if I am going to spend the money than on enhancement drills. And Diamond Art Club got me with, at the time of filming this, they're announcing their releases for this coming Saturday. And they put one up called Star. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. I was like, am I about to get attacked? Can you sit? Apollo? Hello? Sir? Hey, sit. Sit.
That is a beautiful. That is a beautiful.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Say hi.
What's your name?
His name's Apollo.
Apollo.
Yeah.
Oh, you are a nice dog.
Apollo?
Yep.
So what kind of dog?
He's part husky and part Malamute.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
What a beautiful animal. Oh my God.
Say
I'm
hi.
pure white.
You are.
I mean, absolutely.
You have the
pure
most
white.
beautiful eyes. Our neighbors in Switzerland had a dog with eyes your color.
That's one of the prettiest dogs I've ever seen.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, have a good night. Come on, we only got a couple seconds. So yeah, Diamond Art Club is getting me every past couple weeks. There was like a little lull there. They've come back around. I ended up, one of the Black History Month kits that they released sold out, so I won't get my hands on that. And the other one that I had my eye on was called like Stroll Through the Garden or something like that. I decided to just leave it on my wish list for now. But they came back through and released this one called Starry Night. And that kit was actually listed on the Diamond Art Club website on Black Friday. They had this graphic. I mentioned this when it happened on a different vlog, but on the Diamond Art Club website on Black Friday, they had this graphic that was like, Black Friday sale is here, and it had all the different Black Friday releases in a border, and the images would actually scroll through, so you'd see all 50 of them. Well, this image was on that graphic on the website, and I was like, hey, you didn't announce that image. I've never seen that before. That was not part of the new releases. And so I was like kind of freaking out, thinking I had missed a new release. But then I went through their site and it wasn't there, and I'm like, okay, I guess either they changed their minds and didn't release it, and that graphic was made before everything was finalized and they didn't catch it. I'm not sure. But it wasn't there. Turns out it's one of the kits that we'll be releasing this Saturday at the time of filming this, called Starry Night. And it's this night sky with like what looks like some rock work, or like the arches in Utah kind of looking, poking up in the perspective of the shot. So it's like you're looking straight up at the sky, but the rocks are kind of coming in around the sides, bottom and sides. So I was like, I love that kit. I was ready to find it on the site at Black Friday and snag it, but now it's here. I am gonna get it. Here's the thing, and I'll probably end up, who knows, maybe the unboxing when I actually see the kit will change my mind, but just based off the rendering versus the original image, I'm curious to know if the reason they didn't release it is because they weren't sure about the rendering. I don't know what the backstory is, but I will say that I'm unsure of the rendering. They ended up doing it in round, which I don't have a problem with. And I think it's like a 55 point something by like 78 point something. So it's not tiny, but it's not as big as they could go. But the detail is not what I would expect from Diamond Art Club. It is around again, but still, the details really kind of lost a little bit in their rendering from the images online on Instagram and Facebook. It's this beautiful, super highly saturated with stars and like galaxy and kind of Milky Way look to the original. But then you look at the rendering and they've omitted so much of that star and galaxy detail and just really, really simplified it and just gotten rid of so much of the starry night. And now it just looks much more starry pixelated, which is something that I'm sometimes not a big fan of, is the super pixelated starry nights. I really think they could have done so much more with those clusters of stars and color transitions. They really, I think, oversimplified the detail in that image, which kind of bums me out. But I think I can do some enhancement work to bring some of the life of the original image back into it. Again, just from what I'm seeing in the images that are online. If I get it in my hands and then I open it up and be like, oh, there it is, it could be different. But I immediately was like, I love this artwork, and I think I can enhance my way to bringing it back to life a little bit, so to speak. Hold on. You're gonna stay here. You're all fired up now. Hi. You're all fired up because those guys said you're the most beautiful dog they've ever seen. Blah, blah, blah. He is, though. So yeah, I think with the right addition of some sparklers, fairy dust, additional ABs, I can add some more dimension and depth to the night sky than what they've charted. And again, we'll see what it looks like when I get it. But I was a little disappointed with that rendering upon first blush. Still gonna get it because it is beautiful. It is beautiful. So they released that one, and then they put one out called like Spooky Gamer Girl or something like that. That is, for whatever reason, really speaking to me. There's a lot of fun little details in that one. And that one's a square. And so I was like, ooh, I'm gonna need that. So that's on my list. And then they hit me with a 1-2 punch. They did a restock, and they restocked Irradiant by Yume Art, which has been on my wish list. So I like that as well. So I was like, you know what? Maybe instead of enhancement drills this week, I'll just get the kits I want. I have points to use, so that'll help bring the cost down. And I could always use the VIP group discount. We'll see. We'll see which one makes more sense. But yeah, I was like, gosh darn it. I was maybe thinking I'd have a week off, but yeah, I might end up skipping out on that Spooky Gamer Girl. It is really cool, but I have a lot of images in that vein that I have yet to work on, so I may leave that behind, but it is on my short list for Saturday. So yeah, just a lot of options the past few weeks, which I gotta slow down even more than I think I am right now. Mainly because I'm out of room in the garage. I can fit maybe like three or four more kits in the garage, but once that garage is filled, then I'm gonna have to start putting them in the basement or in the guy's workshop, which they said I could, but there's so much dust and sawdust and stuff in there. So yeah, like, you guys gotta stop hitting me with these images that either are on my wish list or are really speaking to me. I told myself I was gonna wait from the ground up. Just release that. But I mean, I guess it's a good problem to have, as opposed to like nothing's speaking to me at all, you know, because I feel like there was a couple weeks there in January where they were doing a lot of like puppies and cows and that kind of stuff, and that's just not my vibe. So now they're coming back around to some of these more in my wheelhouse images. I'm like, darn it. And then I mentioned in the last vlog that there was a Dreamer Designs kit that I wanted, but I couldn't find a second image that I wanted to get. Dreamer Designs turns around and says, oh, here's a new Ivan Valikovic that you're gonna love, and I love it. So I'm like, ah. The Jade released a new Henry Clive today that I immediately was like, wish list. But those are made to order, so I don't have to jump on that, but we'll see. We'll see. Those two Dreamer Designs kits that I want now, I'm like, I should really start working on a new square from them, which I do have a couple in my stash. A new square from them before I add any more, because what if I don't like those? So that's like the rational side of me. And then the devil on my shoulder's like, you can always de-stash them if you don't like them. I'm like, ah. So yeah, we'll see. Apollo, can you take a seat? Apollo, take a seat. Good boy. Stay. Thank you. Oh my God. What's happening? Oh. He didn't have his... That was very strange. This guy stopped for me to cross the street. Oh, he was scolding the guy for not stopping to let me across. So we had a Jeep coming on the right-hand lane of traffic. He stopped for me so me and Apollo could cross. Hey. I don't know what that was. Drop it. Let's go. He stopped for me so I could cross, And then the person coming down the left-hand side, the opposite way, was not stopping for me, which, whatever, I'll wait. The guy in the Jeep started churning his Jeep into the oncoming car as like you should have stopped for him. So I was like, why is he churning into the oncoming car? He didn't have his blinker on. And I was like, oh God, accident. But no, he was trying to prove a point, which, whatever. I mean, thanks for having my back, but I was more than fine waiting. So yeah, we'll see with those Dreamer designs. Should I kit up another Ivan Valikovic and at least get a couple sections down so I can compare? That way I have license to buy more? Or should the money smart Anthony win out in this and just not buy them until I'm ready? I don't think I don't have any plans on the books to crack open a new Square Dreamer Designs until this fall, at least. Maybe even later. But maybe I should just do it so I can see. I don't know, maybe that'll be my project for tonight. Maybe this weekend. I don't know. Like I said, I guess I can always de-stash them if I end up not liking their updated canvas and squares. I've been getting some people saying they like them, some people saying they were popping and they didn't like them. They're too tight now. It's like, I wonder why they can't seem to land on that like perfect Goldilocks ratio between their drills and their canvas, whereas a lot of other companies seem to have hit it without too much trouble. And it makes me curious as to what the hang-up is. Yeah, I'll have to, gosh, now I want to kit up a new Square Dreamer Designs just to see out of curiosity. We'll see. There's, I'd say, a 70% chance that I will just buy them and cross my fingers. There's a 30% chance I will kit up a new Dreamer Designs kit soon. And soon as in like tonight or tomorrow, so I can at least test it out before Saturday's release. The life of an obsessive diamond painter that's obsessed with collecting beautiful artwork. So yeah. But anyway, that's kind of the game plan. Train to Tokyo. As far as squares, train to Tokyo, cresting my kit for the event I'm doing with Mia. We postponed our filming our announcement video because A, I kind of forgot about it and so did she, but B, it was kind of for the best because I've had a roommate home all week, so probably wouldn't have felt super comfortable doing it anyway. Come on. Hup. Good boy. So we're postponing that. So that announcement video should be up later this month, ideally. It's not till May, so you have time to get a kit if you want to participate. But I'll have that kit. Then what I'm working on for summer with the Masters, which will be a square. Stay. Garden of Earthly Delights, probably. And then I'll still have my Custom of Apollo to do in the fall, late summer, fall. I'll still have, what's it called? Cognac Biscuit. So it's like, my square drill lineup is pretty much set through potentially through the end of the year. Because I also had plans to get golden done twice. So it's like, I wasn't planning on putting a new Dreamer Designs kit in the mix, but that's gonna impede my justification for buying new ones. Excuse me. So yeah, who knows? And then round drills, the world is my oyster. Got the dueling dragons. I've got Moon Girlfriend, hop up. And then no other real plans for rounds. So that's where I get to kind of have some fun picking some stuff out. When we get to the pinup event in September, I'll have Tropicana, which is a round. But nothing between those 4 projects, those 4 kits. I don't have any specific plans. So if there's a round drill canvas in my stash, why are you pulling so hard today, huh? I get it, you're the most beautiful dog in the world. Now you got a big head. Yeah, besides those 4 round drills, that's really all I have on my docket for the year. So if you have the link to my stash, my Google Doc that has my entire stash, let me know if you see a round drill that you're like, man, I'd really wish you'd get to that already. And I'll add it to the list of potentials. So I'm not sure what else I'm gonna do. There's so many, I could list them all. One of them would probably need to or should be a Yume kit, because I'm supposed to be participating in the Year with Yume event, but I haven't yet because I haven't had a Yume art kit in my rotation. So I probably, oh geez, now that's making me think I should just kit up a round drill Yume and get started on that. Too many projects. Too many whips. I guess I'm lucky to have that problem. No, not in the mud. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on my end, is just shuffling the deck of cards that is my stash and seeing where I fall. That's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to fuss. But let me know what you're currently working on, what events you have lined up for the year. Are you trying to debate between different projects, trying to debate on which whip to focus on, or you just kind of letting the wind take you? Let me know. Let me know. But anyway, let's get to some comments. We've already been going way too far. We're probably going to go up a little bit further and then just come back the way we came. So anyway, community view all. Okay. Going to my unboxing of Candy Waterfalls by Eau Claire Studio and Diamond Art Club. Lay 10 Sue says, I agree with you about the special drills. I have this one in my stash and I ordered some additional colors from the enhancement suggestions on DP with sparklers. Hopefully I'll get this one soonish. Ooh, I didn't know there was an enhancement pack for that on DP with sparklers. I'm taking a screenshot because I'll probably just do that. That'll be nice. I have yet to do one of their like suggested pre-done packs. I always just buy a la carte. So when I do get around to that, I'll get that one. Thank you. Same video, Melissa Wood says, this is not related to the video, but I can't stop thinking about your event in September. I've started looking for a kit. Will you take a look at Diamond Painting Addict by Emma Casey? I would love to support the purchase of another canvas, and I just love the vibe of this one. Would you consider her a pinup girl? Let me... Diamond Painting Addict by Emma Casey. I'll look at it right now, and I will respond to that comment both in this video and in text, so that person isn't left in the dust. Diamond, ugh, my hands are cold, I can't type. Diamond painting addict, Emma Casey. It's from Art and Soul. Here, let's see. Because I want you to be happy, and I try to be a people pleaser to a certain extent. I want to, my heart says yes. I think this would fall more into the category of pop art style as opposed to the pinup style. This is very much that kind of pop art cartoon style as opposed to what I think of when I think of pinup, but who am I to say because I haven't done the research? This is a tough one. It's so early on in me not actually knowing all of the art forms that could be considered pinup. Here's what I'm gonna say. Give me until June to get my ish in order and do some research. Because really I just need to look up, like, is there a connection between pinup art style and pop art style? Or, I need to find out. I can't say because I don't know. And I don't want to just say yes to everything. And then suddenly it's like, well, this is an Ivy Dellamore with a girl in it. Pinup? It's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I do want to, like, actually honor the art style rather than it's just whatever diamond painting you have that has a person looking at the camera, or the person as the subject counts as pinup. You know what I mean? Okay, down, down, down. Yeah. I'll show you guys the image so you can see it. But there it is. Okay, let me respond to this person. I'm just gonna say, hey there. I haven't done enough research into the pinup girl style of artwork and what might be considered, period. This is what I would consider more pop art, but again, I don't know if they are related or crossover, period. I will have an official answer for you closer to June if you can wait that long, period. Email me if you need to know sooner, period. Okay, done. Does that work for everyone? I just don't want to say yes and then things get out of hand too early. Oh, come this way. Come this way. Wait here. Wait here. Wait here. Wait here. This lady is literally beating her dog in the street. Part of me wants to go up and beat her. She was like, not just like patting his head in like a no gesture, she was like slapping him, like open palm slapping him over the head. If you can't control your dog when there's any other dog out and it's pulling you to the point where you think you might lose control, then that's a training issue that both you and your dog need to work on. But beating your dog in the street isn't the answer. At least in my opinion. You might disagree, but she was like, boom, over his head, like with her might. Poor baby. Hi. It's times like that that I just want to be like, I need to see where you live. Then when you come outside of your house without your dog, I'm going to run up and just slap the crap out of you and be like, no, that's a bad lady. No. No treats for you. Ay, ay, ay. Can you make it up this one? Hop up. Ooh, ooh. You little dork. I guess not. Are you okay, baby? Oh, that's embarrassing, Apollo. Most of the time, if it's too high, he just looks at it and doesn't even try, but he gave it a good shot. Oh my goodness. He's like, Dad, where are you filming that? So we'll come up here, and I think there's a way to sneak back around the way we came. This is the first time I've been up this particular street, but I think there's a way to loop around. Come on. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was quite a lot that happened. Somebody abusing their dog, and then Apollo doing a little kick flip off the wall. Oh my word. I hope that was an appropriate response to that person, because I just don't. It's too early to tell from my magic 8-ball. Okay. Then moving on to my vlog episode 166, Lay 10 Sue says, "Hey Anthony, I found your channel recently, have been waiting to comment until now when I'm more caught up. Your comments about the people from PA made me laugh. I grew up about half an hour from Knoebels. So many great memories from that sweet place. It's a lot smaller than a Six Flags, but it has a lot of charm. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for the great content, and I'll be sure to engage more." Oh, how sweet. I'm glad to have you around commenting. I love it. I love engagement. I was familiar with Knoebels. I think that's right. Being more of a regional, like a smaller regional theme park, and not like a big to-do like a Six Flags, and certainly not like a Disney or Universal, but it is the charm. It's the charm that I want to go for. There are some cool roller coasters there. Knoebels has one of the last remaining bobsled coasters, so that's a huge draw for me. And you just hear about it a lot as being like just one of the parks, one of the old standards, that everyone has been to, at least if you live on the East Coast, specifically Pennsylvania. So it's been on my list for a long time. Like anytime I nerd out on roller coaster content and stuff, that park always pops up, because it's just so ubiquitous with like just good classic theme parks. So yeah, I'm over the moon to go. Thank you for the comment. It's really cooling off now that the sun's gone down, so we're heading back. My poor little hands. This was definitely gloves weather for sure. So yeah, we're back on this trail. We've been on this before. We usually go across the street where we were, come down around the bridge and keep going. But we're headed back. So, yeah. Let's see. Going to my unboxing of Evening Contemplation by Alphonse Mucha and Jada Gem Shop. Beck's Hobbies says, "I've been working on Night's Rest, 50 by 150 square, from the same collection since March. It's confetti heavy, so I come back to this project in between other whips. It's still one of my absolute favorite projects." Oh, nice. If you didn't, because I don't remember, because I'm bad, if you didn't participate in Mooka Mania last year and you're still working on it come this upcoming November, I'd love to have you. You can do a little, you can work on it as part of an event. That'd be cool. Thank you for the comment. Going back to my unboxing of Candy Waterfalls by Eau Claire Studio. Just Jesse here says, this reminds me of playing Candyland with my son. I am surprised that they didn't go bold with some of those specials. I think it'd be really neat to see your changes when it's all said and done. Thank you, I appreciate it. Then going back to my vlog episode 166, Mia's Life with KFS says, hey love, so you wouldn't come if I had a destination wedding? That's disappointing. Well, hopefully you don't ever have one. From what I understand, you're all set in that regard. But truthful though, I totally get you. I will start. She did leave a bunch of laughing emojis, so I know that was in jest, but I just I'm like, wait, what? Do we need to have a call? Truthful though, I totally get you. I will start talking to hotels next week, and I plan on it to be the Thursday through Sunday leading up to my birthday. See if you remember what that is. Yes, it's September 16th, I think. I want to say. So the Thursday through Sunday before that? Why am I thinking the 16th? I don't know. I need to write that down and put it in my calendar. You need to tell me what it is. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Like, one of the things that like I get really stressed about, not really stressed about, but is a concern of mine is like remembering people's birthdays and stuff. Like, I think Matt told me what his birthday is just in passing, maybe a few times, a few dates ago, and I can't remember it. And it's like stressing me out because I was like thinking it's around my birthday. So I'm like, maybe we could do like a little co-birthday little getaway. And I'm like, what if I present that idea to him? Like, hey, maybe in late June or early July, we can do like a little co-birthday trip. And he's like, my birthday's in December, you know, like that's embarrassing. So I think I'm just gonna, I don't mind being vulnerable and let people know that I'm bad about that stuff. I don't mind just asking him again, like, I'm so sorry. I know that you mentioned it to me a little while ago, but I need to save your birthday in my phone. What is it again? So, yeah. Anyway. By the way, if I was in the vicinity of Philly in May, I would love to meet up with you and Elisa Maria. Oh, hold on. Stay here. Stay here. Good boy. Good boy. Mia, I would love to see you. And I know that you've got like an obsession with Boston. Philly's not that far away, I don't think. I would love to meet up with you and Elisa Maria. Thank you for keeping me company while I was diamond painting. Had to pick off around 60 drills since I forgot I wanted to bling up the goblet. Give Apollo some hugs and kisses from me, and then love to you both. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. I feel like maybe I haven't seen a comment from you in a little bit, but I know that you've been going through some stuff, but then at the same time we talk like almost every day, so it's fine. Don't feel obligated. But yeah, it's great to hear from you in this way too. Thank you. Going to my unboxing of Winter Solace by Abraham Hunter and Diamond Art Club. Woo, that is a deep cut. That's a B-sides video. We're going back. Nancy Regan says, what year was this video? Also the Pinson unboxing. Did you finish the Italian landscape? No, I don't remember when that video was. Nancy, if you click on the video, it should give you a published on date, but it must have been 2022 because that kit was in my trunk of doom, which I used through 2022. It could have been 2023, I guess, if I got it early in 2023. So there is a chance it's 2023, but if I had to guess, it's 2022. Maybe, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But the Chuck Pinson landscape I destashed in 2022 or 3. I want to say I destashed it in 2023. I liked it. And if I had that back in my stash today, I would keep it and do it. But at the time, I was a little more wanting to keep my stash small, which sounds crazy now. But at the time, I was looking to destash, and I think it might have been right before the time that, right around the time that I was having car issues. So I was like trying to drum up some funds, potentially drum up some funds for that. I don't remember what the circumstance was. I think it was just my stash was too big in my head at the time. So it was on the chopping block, unfortunately. But if I had it in my stash today, I'd keep it. I'd keep it and do it. I think it was called like Vibrant Italy or something like that. That was a cool one. All right, thank you for the comment. Going on vlog episode 166. Kim Delger says, I'm amazed by how many Christmas lights are still up in your area. They look great, but wow, I was thrilled to get Christmas crud out of my life a month ago. You must be able to see where you're walking better than we see your vlog. Yes. Yeah, when it gets dark out, the camera, sensors can only pick up so much, so they pick up the lighting. I can manually adjust it to pick up a little bit more light in the dark, but not by much, because it isn't a DSLR like fancy camera. This is just like essentially a GoPro, so it can only do so much in dark lighting. And when you do drop or increase the sensitivity or turn up the exposure time or exposure amount, the lights that you do see, like car headlights, street lights, the Christmas lights like you mentioned, get really blown out, and it's just really wonky. And maybe it's also part laziness, because the setting now generally works for most lighting conditions except for, complete pitch black. So I'm like, am I really gonna, like for instance today, I would have had to stop the video, or I will need to stop the video here in a minute when it gets a bit darker, adjust all the settings to what'll work a little bit better for night, keep going, and then change it back. So I do the best I can, but what I have come to learn is most folks don't mind, and a lot of people listen to these vlogs as opposed to watch while they're diamond painting. A lot of people treat vlogs like a podcast. So, it's okay. If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. So I'll probably keep it like that. As the year rolls on and our days get longer, then we won't hopefully have this issue as often, because I won't be out here vlogging at like 9 o'clock at night, hopefully. So it'll be daytime for longer. But thank you for the comment. I appreciate it. Going to my unboxing of Rustic Autumn Mill Waterfall by Angela Anderson and Diamond Art Club. Lisa says, so pretty. Hi, Lisa. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a minute either. Hope everything is going okay. I see Lisa, but I feel like I haven't seen Lisa in a minute. Hi. My unboxing of Candy Waterfalls. Lisa, speaking of Lisa, hi, says, hi Anthony, I just finished doing this canvas and the colors are beautiful. Unfortunately, mine had the pink lines that transferred to the canvas. The square drills covered it pretty well, but I was not able to use the pearls for squares with my enhancements. Let's go back this way, Apollo, because then we don't have to walk right along the road. I wasn't able to use my enhancements because they were round in shape and wouldn't cover the pink lines. Oh no! You mentioned using bubbles for squares and sparklers for squares, so make sure you check your canvas to see if the lines are on the canvas. I assume yours will be okay since it's a restock, and DAC quickly set about fixing the issue. Thank you so much for the comment and for the heads up. once I start getting to my kits that have the lines, I need to check that before I start kitting up and be mindful of that, because I don't check that. And I hadn't been checking that when I was doing my unboxings. I just didn't even think about it. I know it was an issue there for a minute, and I have no idea if any of my kits have that issue. I did have a little slow buy or a pause on buying kind of late summer, fall of last year, just because I was trying to save up a little bit for my trip and then recover from my Six Flags trip in June. So there was a little lull in my purchasing, and I think that coincided coincided with when people were having that issue. So I might have completely missed that whole thing, but I would have to imagine that at least one of my kits has that problem, because I know it kind of reared its head for a little while there last year. So I do need to be more mindful of checking for that when I kit up my canvases, because I never checked any of my unboxings. I would just say, this does have the clear perforated plastic and it is lined, but I'd never lift it up to see. So, but that is a good point, that your round enhancement drills wouldn't cover those lines. I kind of want to know how glaring the lines are. Is it like not noticeable to the average viewer, and it's just something that we as diamond painters who know these things will fixate on because we know it's there? Like, if you didn't know they were there, would you see them? I'm curious. I haven't seen any completed canvases, round or square, with the lines issue to even know what it does look like. So you'll have to let me know if you're in the know and you're like, oh no, Anthony, people that have completed their round drill canvases with this issue, their canvases look jacked. Or if it's like not that big of a deal. You'll have to let me know. Thanks for the comment. All right. So yeah, like, I can still see, I mean, it looks fine, but it's certainly dimmer in camera. So yeah, and we're low enough on battery now that I'm going to swap you just to get ahead of it so I don't have to restart a sentence. So let me swap you out. Give me 1 second. Okie dokie. We might also, the audio might change in quality because I just realized that my wireless microphone has not been charged in a minute, and it is showing at 10% battery, and it usually goes from 100% down to around 80 when we do walks. So there's a chance that that might die. If it does, then I'll just switch over to the audio coming out of the camera, which doesn't sound bad, but it sounds different. So just keep that in mind. But we're making our way back to the house now. Okay, let's get back to it. Same video. Melissa Wood says, I haven't even watched this yet, but the cover photo of the video made my jaw hit the floor. This is stunning. Yeah, Candy Waterfalls is a beautiful kit. I love it. Then same video, Tiny Turtle says, can't wait to see how you bling it up. Thank you. I might end up just going with the suggested pack from DP with sparklers if that's available. Then going back to my unboxing of Golden by Eau Claire Studio and Diamond Art Club, Mr. Savage Beat says, you have to do both kits at the same time. We live vicariously through you. I will. That's still the plan. That's still the plan. Gosh, that needs to get done too. Oy. Then going to Cynthia Gant says, my current whip. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I hope you like it. Then my unboxing of Guardian of the Realm by Michael David Ward and Dreamer Designs. Sparkling Diamonds 2024 says, I grabbed this kit too when I saw it was low stock. I haven't opened it yet, but I need to have it. I think I am going to start it after February events. Oh, nice. You have to keep me posted on how it goes. And then back to Golden. Trin gives some heart emojis. Thank you. And we have LMK LMK Takwa, I think. Says I have that putty from another kit. I liked it until I didn't. Not sure if it's too warm in my office or what, but the putty sticks to the drills when I pull it away. A big long putty string is created that immediately falls into the field, getting everywhere. Oh no! I think that's the white-ish putty that comes with the Diamond Art Club canvases that you're referencing. And yes, I had a similar experience when trying to use it. Same commenter says, I bought Golden, has not arrived yet, so I'm excited to watch your unboxing video. I hope you liked it. Then going to my unboxing of Love is a Four-Legged Word by Eau Claire Studio and Diamond Art Club. Diamonds and Doberman says, this just went on my wish list. Very good of you to donate it. I'm sure it will get grabbed up for a great price. Yeah, I hope so. Thanks for watching. Sparkling Diamonds and Lights says, so cute. I'm a cat person, but this will be so cute when finished and hopefully help out the shelter. Thanks. Nancy Regan says, it's not for me, but I admire that you're doing it for a good cause. For the puppers. Yeah, of course. Lisa Noof says, very pretty and the colors really pop on the dark background. I think it should do well at the auction. Good luck. Thanks for showing your washi tape set at the end, which has really nice patterns. I also have a set, but most of them are different than yours, and I love mine too, especially the variety. I haven't tried them out yet, but hopefully I'll remember to do so on my next project. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you've used the washi tape that comes with that used to come with your Diamond Art Club canvases, then you've tried it. I did use one of those on, I forget which project, but yeah, I did use one of the washi tapes out of that new pack, and it's literally exactly the same. Now, there are some foil washi tapes and I think some glitter washi tapes in that I haven't had familiarity with, because from what I remember, Diamond Art Club didn't used to include those types of washi tapes in their regular kits back when they did. But those regular, standard washi tapes, they're very similar, if not identical, to the quality that just used to come in your canvas. So I would expect a similar experience if you had used those in the past. And I really like them. I'd say that's some of my favorite washi tape, because it sticks, but it's not too sticky. Even some of my washi tape shop washi tapes that I buy that I love because of the designs, some of them don't completely adhere to a diamond painting canvas, and I find myself having to keep pressing them down every time I go to grab for the canvas. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It should be fairly similar. You want to cross the street here? Let's go. At least give you a little bit of we're walking at night, it doesn't matter, but at least give you a little bit of a different view. We can actually keep going and go our normal way back. Ooh, it smells like pizza. I'm hungry. I was hungry in the last vlog too. Maybe I should be eating more. I have no idea what to make for dinner tonight. I did get, I completely forgot to mention this. It's okay, I'll save it for next time. But I'm trying to get on a health kick in preparation for going to Mexico, so I don't have to flop all over the beach. So I am trying to get on a health kick, and work has a program through our health insurance provider that is really cool. So I'll talk more about it on the next regular vlog if I don't forget. But I did also do a trial of a meal delivery service. Okay, that's what I thought. No blinker, so we're good. A meal delivery service called Factor, and it's supposed to be kind of health conscious, complete meals, but it's not even one of the ones where you prep the stuff. It's all microwave meals. And so I did their trial run, bought it last week, got delivered this week. and I got 6 meals. I've already done 4 of them, one every day for lunch, and I really like them, but the trial price was like $40 for 6 meals. Good deal. The regular price is like double. It's like 90 something with tax and all of that. And I'm like, maybe not as good of a deal. I don't know if I would pay $12 for each of these, especially when my HelloFresh is actually cheaper. My HelloFresh is cheaper, and my HelloFresh is 4 meals, but 2 servings. I think, hold on just a second. Call Alex. Hold on, everyone. Okay, sorry everyone, you probably heard that loud truck drive by right there at the end of that last clip, and it was Alex, my buddy Alex, and I was like, he didn't even stop to say hi. So I called him and I was like, what the heck, you didn't even stop to say hi to me. He's like, I didn't see you. He's got, I'm sure he doesn't mind me telling you this, but you know, he's one of the couples getting married, the one in Mexico. So him and his fiance have been trying to beautify themselves before their wedding, so they have laser face treatments scheduled for like the next couple months to help with like sunspots and fine lines and wrinkles and stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are ridiculous. So, but I guess I'm on my own health kick for that same trip, so I guess I shouldn't judge. But yeah, I did offer him to use my little laser, it's not laser, LED / microcurrent device, that's supposed to help with like dark spots and fine lines and wrinkles and stuff, but I guess they got a deal on this laser treatment package when MJ went to a bridal expo. She got some sort of deal for a couple's package for these laser face treatments. So, it's pretty cool. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. It's just like, hey, I know the sound of that super loud truck anywhere. Okay. Then Nancy Regan says, I think this is still the same as love is a 4-legged word. Nancy Regan says, the things we do for love, with the laughing an emoji and a heart. I hope you're joking. I haven't said the L words, Matt. Or are you referring to my love of diamond painting? I don't know, but no. Thank you for the comment. Majestic gives some heart or some snowflake emojis and heart symbols. Is this the right video? Yeah, okay, cool. Then Cynthia Gant says, my first thought was, that's not your usual. Love gifting. Enjoy. Yeah, I'm hoping I'll still like it, even though it's not my cup of tea. But it is small, and it is a lot of color blocking, so I should be able to crank that out pretty quickly. Mia says, really cute, and it fits one of your 60-piece container sets. Yes, you're right. I think at the time I was complaining that. Up. Come on. Up. Okay, good. Now up. Good boy. I was complaining that when I first started buying diamond paintings, having 60 plus colors in a kit wasn't as common. So I have all these Art Dot 60-piece storage containers that I don't use, because when I kit up, it's almost always 60 plus colors, which is also of my own design because I buy big kits with a lot of colors. But more often than not, the kits that I am drawn to have more than 60, when that wasn't always the case. I feel like some of my older kits have much fewer colors in them. So I always have like 3 or 4 60-piece art dot sets that are just sitting there, because even when I condense my projects down, you know, I kit up all my drills, so I'll have like 4 containers of 310 in my art dot. I condense them down as I work on them, so by the time the kit's over, I usually have 1 of each color. So I used to almost always get to end a project with the 60 piece, because I'd moved from the 120 down to the 60. But I haven't been able to do that anymore because I almost always have 60 plus colors. And so I was talking to Mia about it, and she's like, well, if you have 2 60-piece containers, why don't you just kit one kit into 2 of them? And I'm like, yeah, you know, you'd think that, but for whatever reason, in my little head, I'm like, they all need to be in one thing, you know? Like, I can't have 2 container sets just floating around. That's crazy. What if I, you know, I misplace one, or, you know, I don't know what. There's no rational reasoning behind it other than just liking to keep things together in a nice little package. So it'll be nice to have a kit that does only need 1. Warm Witch was another one, but that's an older DAC. So I feel like if they re-rendered some of those older kits now, you'd have a lot more colors in them. I think they may have changed how they decide what color spread they're going to use. Maybe not, but I just feel like older kits, when I first started diamond painting 3 years ago, just especially, like, you know, specifically from Diamond Art Club, just had fewer colors. Maybe I'm wrong, but now you're lucky if you find one that has 60 or less. So anyway, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, what do I do with all these containers? My unboxing of Joyful Journey by Becca Tyndall and Diamond Art Club. Tina Geyer says, love Becca Tyndall's work. I have several of her pieces, including this one and the mystery kit. I also agree that the moon needs some love. Yeah, seemed a little lopsided in terms of enhancements at the top of that one. Then going back to Love is a 4-letter word, Michelle Bryce says, I'm like you, Anthony. Not exactly my style, but you have definitely given me an idea to maybe work on this for my local Humane Society. I think this will raise a good amount of money for the silent auction. Woo! What do you think about this? This is coming from a place of privilege to be able to buy diamond paintings specifically to give away. But what if we did a diamond painting event where we all worked on a kit that we were planning to give to either a shelter or a charity of some kind for some sort of fundraising event? It might have to be like a year-long thing, or we all work on the kit during a specific time of year with the intention of giving it for that event, be it later on in the year or whatever. So if we started it in like January and we did a, you know, diamond painting for a cause or diamond painting for charity, I don't know. Because that's not the first time a comment's popped up on that unboxing where someone was like, that's a good idea, I might have to do this for our own charity or our own auction. Something to think about. Thank you for the comment. Avery says, that's so cute. I think it will do very well at the auction. Everyone will want that adorable art. I hope so. And DP Landscape Lover Alicia says, it's super cute. Thank you. I like it too. I hope everyone at the auction likes it. Then we have Dark Lady saying, in regards to my unboxing of Capture the Sky by Yume Art, I just started this painting and I remembered how much I don't like dark colors, but seeing how beautiful it looks, I know it's worth the effort. It's a bit sad that there is no fairy dust here because they would have been beautiful. Yeah, for sure. That came out that's another deep cut B-sides unboxing. That came out well before fairy dust, but now that they exist, well, you've already started on it, so I don't mean to ha 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 tee hee hee, But now I'm like, maybe I'll add some fairy dust to that. But I'm sure regardless, it's going to look beautiful. Going to my unboxing of Love is a Four-Legged... Oh, we already... Love is a Four-Legged Word. Trin gave some heart emojis. Then my vlog episode 164. Dark Lady says, hey Anthony, nothing makes me feel better than a video from you and a walk with Apollo. Aw, I miss Dune too. If you are happy, I'm even more happy for you. You deserve all the best, and may this year be full of wonderful relationships, more trips to amazing places, and nice walks with Apollo. If you came to Energylandia in Poland, I'd love to meet you. It's absolutely on the list. It's absolutely on the list for September 2026. So let's please keep in touch. And if you so desire to make the trip to Denmark, if you can swing such a trip, I'm sure Mia would love to have you for the event. I could listen to you for hours and your videos make me feel better. You are my salvation. Oh my gosh, and a kind soul who lifts my spirit. Thank you. Actually, I thought I'd introduce myself because my nickname sometimes sounds like I'm some, dark creature, and I came up with this nickname in junior high school. My name is Asia. Okay, cool. I am 145 centimeters tall. I love animals and everything glittery and shiny. Oh, and I love Formula One. Thank you for the great vlog. Okay, so I must have read that comment when it came in because I knew your name, but I even mentioned it in my last vlog. I couldn't remember if I had learned your name through a private message or an email or in a chat, like a live chat somewhere. So I didn't want to, in the last vlog, say your name, even though I knew it, because I was like, I can't remember if I was given that information in a private space or if Asia had posted that publicly, but it must have just been me reading my notifications. So now I know that you said it here, and I'm assuming it's okay to share. So going forward, I will use your name. Hi, Asia. Thank you for the comment. Then going to my unboxing of Love is a Four-Legged Word, Asia says, as soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted it. This painting is special to me. It has good potential to add a few special drills, and who knows, maybe I will decide to add some shine to it. Thank you for the unboxing. Yeah, for sure. And I know that kit, as well as what is it called? I just was talking about it. Now I'm losing it. It's the Yume Art kit. No, let's not engage. Someone was just, I don't know if they were talking loudly or shouting at us, but they were like down the block across the street, so we're just gonna keep going. In Your Memory by Yume Art. I know that's a very special kit to you as well, a very emotional kit. So totally get that. I totally get that. And thank you so much for the comment. Let's do 2 more. My hand is like frozen now. Okay, we're good. Like, heart, go back. Debbie Rice says it's cute, perfect to do for the gala event. Yeah, I hope so. And then going to my whip-in chat, up. Responding to your comments, part 40. We have Kelly Queen saying, it's funny that you say East Coast accent. I live on the East Coast and there's so many different accents here that you can pretty much tell what town or city that a person comes from by their accents and vocabulary. There's the New York City accent, Boston, it's an accent. Oh, ready? Oh, he's like, you're not running to let me do my leap. He likes to leap across that gap now, and so I have to run with him. And he was pulling on me like, this is my leaping spot, hello. Even the small city of Greensburg, Pennsylvania has its own very unique accent. I'm also married to an Italian American, so don't get me started on his family's Syracuse, New York accent. I also have to give a nod to my southern East Coast relatives. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was listening to one of Elisa Maria's vlogs, and my buddy, who I just mentioned, Alex, came over, and I still had it playing in the kitchen when I went to go get the door. And he's like, what are you listening to? And I was like, oh, it's a vlog from one of my crafty pals, Elisa Maria. And he's like, that is some strong Delco accent that she has going. And I was like, and he's from Philly, north. And I was like, what's Delco? And he was like, I think he said Delaware County is what that stands for. And I was like, you can tell the difference? And he's like, yeah, that's Delco. And I'm like, I don't know if that's where she's from. I told him she lived in southern Philly, and I don't know if he confirmed or denied if that's like Delaware County or not. But yeah, when he came in, he's like, sounds like a Delco accent to me. And he's got an accent too. So yeah, it's also very like town to town, region to region. Because my friends from up in Hazleton, they have a slightly different accent than my other friends in different areas of PA. Theirs sounds a little bit more on the Jersey side, from up in Hazleton, but I don't know. I don't have the sensitivity to know the differences, but they have a little bit of a different twang to them than my buddies who grew up like in King of Prussia / wherever Alex is from, a little bit north of that. So that's interesting. Okay, so let's do our last one. We're just circling the house right now. Going to my unboxing of Guardian of the Realm by Michael David Ward. Nancy Regan says, that might be the most awesome dragon I've seen. However, I share your concern about the skin tone on the girl. Thank you for the comment. Thank everyone for the comments. Yeah, I took another look at that when I held it back to potentially kit up. It's sitting in my room right now. And yeah, I'm gonna have to do some pretty intricate hand charting with my enhancement drills to make sure that my enhancements don't bleed into what is the woman's kimono or gown versus what's the dragon. And I was also thinking of maybe doing a little color blending in the face and skin tone, adding maybe a couple more hues to balance a little bit, but I worry that me trying to fix it might actually tip it further in the direction of looking odd. So I might just do it as is, see how I feel, pick off the drills that I'd like to swap for a different gradient shade to blend, and then blend it after the fact. But I probably should see what it looks like finished first, and maybe I'll just be like, oh no, it looks fine. So it might just depend on the finished project. But yeah, upon first blush, I think there might be a little work to do there. So anyway, well, that's another batch of comments responded to. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more done. It's a nice time to do it since I don't have very many videos going up, so it makes me feel like I can get caught up. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of it. Happy placing. We'll see you next time. Oh, it looks like Joe may have decided to, no, never mind. He just moved his truck up to the front. I was like, somebody flew the coop. He must be feeling better. No, he just moved his truck. Anyway, okay. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of it. Happy placing. We'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.